Hi guys, today I wanted to share with you a what my toddler eats in a day video. You were pretty interested in it before and I love filming this kind of content. I really love cooking and just doing like homemade family food. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, I'd love it if you'd stick around and subscribe. So I've shared this hack before. I always give Leo a handful of these little free from honey hoops in the morning just to buy me time to make breakfast because he is so hungry in the morning. Now I've recently bought these little donut and waffle moulds from Amazon. I will link them below, and I'm just making up the batter now that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use like a cupful of oats and then about half a cupful of ground almonds, a teaspoon of baking powder, I've just estimated that, 1 banana, as you can see me doing in here. I normally chuck in a big handful of spinach into this, but sod's law, I've run out of spinach this morning when I wanted to show you. I put 2 eggs into this. And I'm going to whiz that up in my blender. The batter was a little bit thick today, although I did still use it. Sometimes I will put a splash of almond milk or I'll put a splash of cow's milk, as we are now up to that stage on our milk ladder. I'm going to put some blueberries into the donut moulds I've just shown you here, just to make them a little bit different this morning. I do like to change things up for Leo, and I'm just going to pour the batter into the moulds. I only need to bake these, for 15 minutes in about 200. I'll just keep an eye on them until they go firm on top, and I'll take them out and let them cool down before I take them out the moulds, and they come out so easily. They're absolutely brilliant. Obviously they're not fried or anything like that. They're literally just baked in the oven. This recipe keeps really well in the fridge, so it's a really great one to make ahead. Obviously, if you've done a big batch, you could just do the whole lot, like the whole moulds that I've shown here. And I just served mine with some berries. Leo's going to have some fruit, and I'm also going to serve that with a couple of walnuts that I'm just going to chop so they're not a choking risk.
Don't take it personal, I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying, I've been trying to.
I recently found this Sweet Freedom like chocolate sauce shot. You only need a tiny little bit of it. I'm just going to put it on Leo's waffle. He really likes it, and it's such a nice treat for him.
I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby.
Not too long after breakfast, Leo always has one of these little oaty bars from Aldi. This is the raspberry and apple. He just loves them. Then around about 10:30, he's going to have his morning snack, and he has asked me to make him an elephant this morning. We've just got into making like little pictures with fruit and stuff like that, and he absolutely loves it. So he's just going to have a banana, 2 little apple rice cakes from Aldi, and then 2 little raisins for the eyes.
My life off screen, taking time out to be and live my life. Hey. Taking just and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season, lay foundation.
For lunch today, Leo's actually got leftovers from dinner last night. It is a sweet potato and spinach curry. I'm serving that with white rice and some cucumber. That's literally just heated up from the night before. Now for Leo's afternoon snack today, he's requested a crab. When we're indoors, we do kind of, let him choose an animal or something like that, and then I'll make it. So I'm just going to use a slice of apple, some oranges, and then 2 little free-from chocolate buttons. He's been such a good boy today.
I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out.
So tonight's dinner is a sausage bake that we're having. with mashed potatoes. I'm going to serve that with. So you need 2 red onions that I'm just going to chop up quite roughly here. They can be quite chunky. You're going to need 2 carrots, quite large carrots. If you've got a fussy eater, I would really recommend, chopping this up finely. My husband really picks them out of this. He is the fussy eater in our family, but Leo absolutely loves them. 2 peppers, I'm using a red and a yellow one because I think these ones work best. You then need 1 tin of white beans. I have got butter beans today, but cannellini beans would also work really well. 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. Then you need 200 mils of stock. So I'm just using a vegetable stock cube with boiling water. And then 2 either heaped teaspoons, or I use tablespoons because I really don't think it's that much of a strong taste of Dijon
also,
mustard. Obviously, your sausages. Vegan sausages, plant-based sausages, anything like that, they all work with this recipe. I flip between the two, to be honest. Today we are actually having meat ones, like pork sausages, but I have done this recipe with like veggie plant-based sausages and they've come out absolutely lovely. So the first thing I'm going to do is chuck all my chunky veg into my like casserole dish, and I'm going to pop that in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes just to start cooking. And then whilst that's happening, I'm going to start prepping my potatoes to make my mash. And then I'm going to fry off my sausages just to brown them, but not to fully cook them.
Look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life.
Once my sausages are browned, I'm going to add them to the casserole dish just on top. Then I'm going to pop that back in the oven for another 10 minutes.
My life, hey. Taking just don't be.
So after the 10 minutes in the oven, I'm going to add in my drained butter beans that I'm using, my 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, and then my 200 mils of vegetable stock. I'm then going to add in my Dijon mustard and give that a really good mix. That then goes back into the oven for another 35 to 40 minutes.
Posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning, or look like you always be working, soaking the moments you live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus.
For a lower carb option, I would just serve this with some broccoli and some wilted spinach. For dessert, Leo's going to have one of these little Rocky Road bites, and they're like gluten and milk free, just in case. Yeah, he's just going to have one of those. They're quite small, but he really likes them. Well, that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
I'm in a place serene and pure.